Rio de Janeiro is surrounded by great domes of rock which spring straight up from the streets below. Back in 1962, Harry Dodge began his tour of South America, here, among the trams and streetcars of this energetic city. In Europe and North America, the switch from steam to diesel was already well underway, but Brazil still had another 10 years before the curtain would come down on the long reign of the steam locomotive. Yellow Carioca streetcars teetering over the impressive double-arched viaduct on their way into the suburban hills of Santa Teresa were a harbinger of the electrification that was to be the future of South America's urban centers. But for Harry, there was still a lot to see. The meter gauge Leopoldina system stretches out to the northeast of Rio. Back in the early 60s, its attractions included steam-worked rack lines which climbed the Sierra do Mar. Small British 040 tank engines were used on the steep sections. Like many of the continent's railways, the system was once British-owned, and British locomotives were common throughout. The Leopoldina Railway is still a major network, operating over nearly 2,000 miles and handling a large quantity of Rio's suburban traffic. But these pictures capture the end of an era. By 1968, the rack lines had been closed and all steam had vanished from the system. On the 14% grade track to Petropolis, double motive power, such as this steam-electric combination, was not always sufficient, and they often resorted to tripling the trains. Here's the Riggenbach rack system, which was employed on one of the lines. And on a flatter section of the Leopoldina Railway, a wood-burning Bayer Peacock 462, one of the last classes of steam locomotive to work the system.